Hey Tom, how you doing? Fantastic to see you, man. Right, okay, so you should be able to refresh the... Yes, Tom, I am playing Homeworld. So, I'm just going to do a player versus CPU. Just to show you the game. And bear in mind, this is a game that I have played an awful lot. So, just do a standard Homeworld deathmatch like that. And let's pick a nice... hyperspace arena is quite a fun one. Let's see. Let's do fields of players. I'll just leave it like that at the moment. And we're going to have unit cap, none. We're going to have locked teams, bounties, none. Crates, no. Carriers only, no. So, here we go. And it's just going to be me for the time being against a dirty, dirty enemy. Welcome back, Mac. Oh wow, Tom, we'll have to have a battle, mate. We'll have to have a battle, definitely. This is a game that I still have the original CD for, along with the CD key on the back, actually. I played this game, I got it at 6 PM yesterday evening, and I played it solidly for 4 hours. That was just the first Homeworld, not Homeworld 2. I've played an awful lot of this, but really strange actually. I always used to do CPU battles with the enemy. I never did the campaign, but I will be doing a playthrough on the channel. Hello, Luna. And also to let you guys know, I will be ending the stream 8:30ish, something along those lines.
Destroy enemy motherships.
Yes, sir. Let's just pause that for a second. I will be doing Attila battles at the end, probably a couple, and at that time I will also do the giveaway of a Total War Attila game key, which you can basically win that, and you can redeem it on Steam, and there you go, you have a copy of it. Right, so let's have a look at the HUD scale. Oh heavens, massive HUDs. We'll keep it at level 1. Okay, so
standing by.
Let's go into the build menu and let's check to see what we need to build first. So I think what we need to do is we need to build the fighter construction area. Oh, bugger. No, not on that. It's on the goddamn carrier. No, I don't want it on the carrier. I want it on this thing. So let's just go into here. There we go. Fighter facility.
Underway.
And we will want a fighter facility. There we go. So we're building the fighter facility. Now, one thing that we do want to do is we want to get the research model in.
Underway.
And we also want to get some...
Production underway.
Resource collector awaiting instructions.
Oh, listen to that. It's lovely. Here is where we are at the moment. This is our map. So, what I'm going to do, essentially, is I want to build some probes.
Probe complete.
Now, the reason I'm doing that is if I click down here also, I can set a marker area, so where all the new stuff comes out. But what I'm going to want to do is send this probe out. I press M to move it.
Complete. New fighters
Move it out. Hold shift to change the attitude of it, and the probe will then disappear there, and you can see it highlighted in blue. So that's the area you can see, unless they kill the probe, which is a possibility. So what we'll do then, you can see the blue circle is the actual probe area. So we are going to move a probe over to there. Hold down shift to pull down, and you can actually move the probe down low as well. So what we need to do is we need to get these guys sorted out with a couple of mobile refineries. Now you can actually change the order there if you wish, but the problem is now is that we have no resources to collect. So, well, we have no resources. We've used up all our resources. Now you can't build a pub. So yeah, and this is what the game looked like in the 90s. Absolutely stunningly gorgeous. Amazing. I mean, you know, you do also, as a result of this, you also get a copy of the original games, which are fixed to work on Windows 7, Windows 8, all that kind of stuff. So we could also have a look at those at that as well, if you wanted to. Right.
on.
So there you go. You can see 2 probes out there. We've got 1 probe here, and we're probably going to put some other probes out there so we can get an idea of where the enemy is, because what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to know where the enemy's coming from. Now, what we'll also do is these guys have an ability to dock with here. Hold down Alt, click left mouse button, and it will focus on this guy. And you can see he's got docking areas where he can actually take all the resources. So that's looking quite good. We'll move him down there so they don't have to travel all the way back to the mothership. Hold down the Alt, left mouse button, and you can then focus the attention onto the mothership. Doesn't it look beautiful? Look at that, isn't it glorious? So press the space bar and it comes out to the full-size view. And so we're waiting for our resource units. So you can see here, you can also press the caps lock button, tab button. It will show you, cycle through, it will show you where the orders are, and also what that particular ship is. See, all that kind of stuff. Turn the caps lock off if you want to get rid of some of it. So, plenty of information in there.
Setting drives to idle. Resetting navigation.
Okay.
Confirmed.
So, let's see. Let's move him down to there.
Moving to destination.
Okay. So, at this current moment, we have no idea where the enemy is, and when we got the resources, one of the first things we'll do is start building interceptors. Now, the thing is about scouts. Scouts are much, much faster. So, we could conceivably build 5 scouts, and then you can send them away and do whatever they need to do. You click on one of these areas here, it will tell you, if you scan them, you can see RUs is resource unit, so you can tell basically how many resource units you have available. So this guy will need to actually go down a lot lower. See this little icon? It shows you where the other ships are in relation to what you're setting. So there you go, he'll go down and move closer to there.
Mothership.
So you can see the fighter facility is built. We also have research that we will need to do. However, we haven't built a research ship yet because we don't have the resources. So what we could actually do is take the mothership and actually move it down to there. And then, also, another thing you can do, hold down Alt, left click, and it will then focus on this general area so you can see where everyone is.
Awaiting instructions.
So,
Acknowledged.
Let's see.
Confirmed.
Press H and they'll go and harvest.
Confirmed. Roger.
So let's see what's going on.
Local resources exhausted, fleet. Moving on.
Yeah, there we go. So you can see here the master ship is moving down as well. Mothership. We might need to restart this because I haven't collected the resources. God, I'm so out of practice with this damn game. But I do love it. Absolutely love it. So, yeah, fingers crossed I will be doing a playthrough of the...
Standing by.
Let's send them to dock with that, and then they can actually get all that resources into the system as quickly as possible. Now, one thing you can do is you have the ability to build certain areas like platform control module. You can build gun platforms and ion cannon platforms. Very helpful indeed. You've got all these things: resource collectors, proximity sensors, sensor distortion probes. You've got this area where you can build capital class, which means facilities and shipyards. You've got all these research modules, which we'll be in the process of building, as well as hyperspace sensors and other things like that. So, look at that, isn't it beautiful? Now, another thing you can do on here is you can say, I want them to auto-launch, so they'll dock and then they'll launch. Now, one reason you do docking is to allow your ships to repair themselves or dump off resources, things of that nature. There used to be a thing at the back here where they could automatically dock here. So you could actually do it there. So, but they're already going to dock anyway, and we'll probably get an influx of resources at some point. So let's have a look.
Standing by.
They're all waiting to dock, so they're all queued up.
Docking signal green.
And you can see that that ship is, we're getting lower and lower and lower. So hopefully,
acknowledged.
Let's send him off to resource hunt
Acknowledged.
and go from there. So, as you can see, not looking too bad. Now, do you want me to restart the level again? I've just been showing you guys things, and go full pelt on the resources and all that kind of funky shit. Let me know in chat if you want me to do that while I pause for a beverage. Beverage pausing. Beverage goodness. Right, so there are other things down here as well. So you can see here, these are the various sort of aggressive, so when you've got multiple ships, fighters, you can say take a defensive stance, take an aggressive stance, and also there's an option where you can actually say, if you hold down the G button, you see the cursor change, that's a shield. You can then highlight a particular craft or a series of crafts, and then that ship will then guard that craft. So if that craft comes under fire, the other ships will go to its help. So that's helpful for, like, if you get loads of interceptors, you can say, okay, just guard the mothership, and they'll just sit around here. Anybody who attacks the mothership, they will then automatically attack them. And there are other aspects to it as well. So there are things like, for example, I'm just going to turn my own view down here to low on the video play. You can actually change it so you've got down here also all the various formations. So you can have a big circular or a sphere formation, which is fantastic if you have lots of ships that have the ability to... where are you going? That have the ability...
Roger.
Go down there and collect stuff, you stupid person.
Orders. Reporting. En route.
It's because they're just coming out and they just automatically undock.
Locked in.
And so what we'll do is, you can see now we've got to reset this to be about there. There we go. So we click that. Can lock in on our little friend here, who is going to go and dock. As you can see, look at that, into that little docking slot, and drop off some resources at some point.
Reporting.
Oh.
Resources locked in.
Hey, Marsha. Right, okay, so yeah, let's do a quick restart, because otherwise I'm going to be bloody nightmare, and they are going to be getting very powerful indeed. So let's just do a current restart. Yes, it will. There we go. Okay. I tend not to bother with carriers that much. They're not that great for me. Not a big fan of them. Tend not to use them to focus on any of my stuff. Oh, look at that. Oh, lovely area.
Destroy enemy motherships.
Destroy enemy motherships. Now, one thing to bear in mind, guys, is this is literally like a remastered version of the original. Now, for those of you who had not been following it on YouTube and Twitter, one thing that they did do is that they actually managed to find the guy who did all the sound originally for the game. Now, it turned out that a lot of the original sound was recorded onto DAT tapes, which he still had sitting in his garage. And so they were able actually to take all of the sounds for the remastered version, clean them up, improve the general run of them, and then move them so that they were digitally available and all the rest of it. So I have to say I'm quite impressed with this. When you see a lot of remastered, they tend to change things, and I think this has been kind of a labour of love where they didn't really change anything, and that to me is a good thing. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to build that, and we're going to build a fighter facility first, and we're also going to go into here and build a mobile refinery. Now, after that, we'll build 4 probes. Now, the reason we're doing that is mobile refinery is essentially enables these guys to just dock with the mobile refinery and do whatever they need to do. They unload all the resources and things of that nature. So what happens there is, wow, chat's really quiet. Are you guys even alive? Can somebody let me know? Luna, are you alive, sir? Anyway, so what happens is that you can then send one of these away with 2 or 3 of those other guys, tell him to guard those 3 guys, and he will then follow wherever they go and stay at a midpoint between them so that they can basically dock and you can get the resources really quickly. Ah, Luna. Excellent, glad to know you're still breathing. I guess you're enthralled by the commentary and the gameplay that you're seeing.
Moving on.
Yeah, feel free to lie. Okay. But look at this, doesn't it look beautiful? Look at these nebula. Oh, God. And imagine this is what it looked like when you played the original game, not far off it. And you were like, holy crap, that is just beautiful. And your battles happened in full sight, in like all 3 dimensions. And, oh, it's just phenomenal.
There's nothing left out here.
But the thing to bear in mind is this game is kind of slow to start, but does eventually catch up. So these guys here, you can see, on their way to dump off their resources. So we are going to build, actually, 2 mobile refineries.
Underway.
Because we were going to have 3 there and 3 there. And then what you can do is see all these resources here. See, look, all that. You can actually, that's actually was never in the game, but that's really helpful. Is we can send some of our resource collectors there. We can send some of them over there, and they'll just sit there and collect resources. But you also have to be ready to support them if you need to. How come the mothership is red because of blue? It's because of the choice of my profile. On my profile, I have it set to red with white stripes. And that's a profile setting that you can do.
Mothership fighter facility complete.
There we
New
go.
Fighters available for construction.
So we can now, if we
Refinery
want to,
complete.
build fighters and bombers and scouts. So you can see now in come the resource units, which is what we're after. But predominantly, it's going to be the mobile refineries and the probes. So here is
Probe complete.
our mobile refinery. So you look at that, and he's got little docking areas for the guys. So what we do is we select him.
Ready.
And we say G.
Guard order confirmed.
And then these guys
Collection confirmed.
will just go off and collect stuff. So what we could actually do
Resource
is,
collector awaiting
oh
order.
no,
Roger.
we'll send him
Resources
over to
locked.
there so they don't get split up. And then this guy will follow automatically those guys and give them somewhere to dock as well, which is exactly the kind of thing we're after. These guys will move out as well in a second. We're not going to be able to get the mobile refinery for the moment, so let's tell these guys just to go and collect. You press H, and when you've got these guys selected, it will just go away and harvest automatically, and then they'll return when they can. So yeah, this is a game that I spent an awful lot of hours playing. Like, I do mean many, many hours. Didn't really play it multiplayer that much, if at all. But, you know, it's good to know, especially the likes of Tom out there. We could have a multiplayer battle from time to time, Tom, if you'd be up for that. Could be quite entertaining. Well, Martian Eyes, in case you didn't know, there was a Battlestar Galactica mod for the original Homeworld. There was also a Babylon 5 mod and a Star Wars mod for this game. So, yeah, and the thing is, a lot of the modders that made that are still out there and will be supported by Gearbox for the updates of their mods. So that's going to be a great thing to see, in my opinion. I'm looking forward to seeing some of those mods, and what I would like to try and do is feature some of those mods on the channel if you guys are interested in seeing that, which I'm sure you are. Where are all those other ones down there? Oh, there they are down there, see. And there's a couple up there. And there's 3 over there. So highlight, hold down Alt, and it'll just take you to a sort of approximate view to show where they are. See, just press Tab and it will show you. You can see, so those, that's a resource collector. We go to this guy, look at this. See, in come the resource collectors, dock onto this guy, and dump the resources straight to the mothership. Which is exactly what we're after. So, probe is out.
Probe complete.
So what we're going to do is we're going to send the probe out, into the middle, and up a bit.
Probe away.
So that probe's off. We'll send this probe out over to here, up a bit.
Deployed.
And this probe out to here and down a bit.
Dispatched.
And then what you'll see is you can see movement areas. It shows you visibility like fog of war where your ships are. So you can see now we have no resources because we're still building probes, which is fine. And then the mobile refinery will also build, and then we'll start building the fighter facilities. Yeah, wait till you see the fighter battles and the iron cannon. Okay, so there we go. The probe's now in position, and you can see, look at that, gives us visibility, but it doesn't give us visibility down the bottom here. So we'll probably have to send a probe down that bottom area as well, because it's all about the bottom area, ladies and gentlemen.
Data available.
See, there we go. Once the probe,
in position.
there you go. So the probe's now in position, and we'll have to put one down here, I reckon, just to protect us. But we should probably put a couple behind us as well. But what we're doing is waiting for the resources to become available. Now, when I used to play this game...
Ready.
Collect your fools.
Resources downrange.
No, collect. Oh, these are all empty. Okay, so
Collection confirmed.
there you go. So send these guys off, and this guy will automatically support those. See? G. Bingo. Done. So, you have to listen out for a lot of those things, like, you know, resources... run out or things of that nature, things like that. These are the things to bear in mind. Oh, Luna's gone for dinner. What a quitter. So this is why the game at the start can actually take time to start. I mean, you know, he could be sort of over there, he could be here, he could be there, and we've got to look for them. We've got to look for him.
Probe complete.
There we go. Another probe.
Standing by.
There's a resource collector. You can see here the different shapes.
Thank you. See you next time.
See ya. And there we go. Probe. So we press M to move. We'll move the probe out to here, and then we'll move it down some to about
Probe
there.
deployed.
And then that'll fill out that area there, and it means that we shouldn't actually get jumped by anybody. But also, when you get to the bigger ships later on, you can actually have hyperspace jumps, so you can jump them from wherever they are. If they've got enough fuel or you've got enough money, then you can jump them over to the other side of the map and surprise your enemy, and that's a really nice tactic. Yeah, I look forward to some battles with you, Tom. That's going to be fantastic. Is this the kind of game that Jack would be interested as well? Because we should try and see if he's interested, see if some of the other Infused guys will be up for like a 4-way battle or something. I don't know if it's the kind of game they'd be interested in.
Confirmed.
I don't know, they're more sort of FPS type of guys as RTS. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, Tom.
Surveillance data available.
There we go. And so you can see there, it looks like Mickey Mouse at the moment, but the point is the surveillance data is available. Now, one thing you can actually do, let's build a research module, is you can get better sensors, advanced sensor array as well, and then you can get another one that actually shows you everything on the entire map.
Production underway.
So we'll do that as well. But at the moment, we're really just struggling for resources. Now, let's see. Build. If I remember rightly, is that out now? Have we got a resource? I'm pretty sure. See, look, these are all the things that you can have. And it shows you money and all that kind of stuff. So, there should be a mobile refinery somewhere. Where is that bugger? Oh, God, he's... So there's the mobile refinery there. I'm pretty sure I had another mobile refinery being built. But the question I'm wondering is where the
Local resources
bloody hell is
complete.
it?
Nothing else in range. Nothing but gravel out here.
Okay. Let's see. Ah, there we go. Mobile refinery being built. That's good. Because then what we'll do is we'll send him down with these other guys. See, so close to getting all that stuff. One good thing about the sphere formation,
Refinery complete.
bingo, the sphere formation is the ships point in all directions so they can actually defend themselves, which is kind of really cool.
Reporting.
So let's see where the others are.
Reporting.
So there is where they are. Ah, here we go.
Ready. En route.
And then we'll
Ready.
go guard.
Escort pattern.
There we
locked
go.
in.
So that he'll go over and guard that lot.
Mothership.
So you can see here we have 0 resource units, but that's because we're in the process of building a research module. But what we need to do is we need to get some interceptors out here as quickly as possible.
Production underway.
So we'll get 10 interceptors just in case they jump us, which is not outside of the realms of possibility. They could sneak in down here. You never know. Yeah, I had exactly the same problem, Tom. I had exactly the same problem. I lost the bloody mothership. I lost the flipping mothership because it kept crashing into the damn rocks. Because what you don't realise is the rocks, it's not really moving forward, it's the rocks are moving towards you. So. But yeah, I mean, I'll talk to you offline, Tom, about getting together for a game or something like this. Maybe we can record it or something like that. It's up to you, mate. Be more than happy to play this multiplayer. The thing is it's like when I used to play Command and Conquer with friends, I was kind of renowned for being very quiet for a lot of it, but then when I was ready I would unleash hell. I wouldn't just attack. Where the hell are all my ships? Oh, there they are. I wouldn't just attack from one direction. I would attack from multiple directions with multiple vehicles, air, sea and land all at the same time. Don't worry, Tom, I'll be gentle. Mate, to be honest, it'll just be a good chance to have a chin wag, have a laugh and just play some games, which I'm more than happy to do. And if you want to bring some of Infused along, if they've got any of that, then they're more than welcome to join in and we can have a damn good laugh. I still really enjoyed my time when I, for those of you who don't know, these guys used to be Exertus, and the video that's on my channel of doing a scrim with Exertus, Tom was one of the players, and it was such a massive learning experience playing Battlefield 4 in a competitive form. Just amazing. So much to learn, so much I realised I didn't know, which is kind of the norm really for me. Now the trouble is we're currently struggling for resources. Oh heavens, look! Enemies. Interceptors. And they're in the fog of war area. So there's interceptors out there. And I have no money, and this could be serious. I have no way of fighting back. See? Oh look. Enemy resource collectors. Hello. They're stealing my resources, the dicks. So yeah, you say I'm very pro at this game.